up, you guys? It's the Curious Owl here, and welcome to my December 2016 favorites video. Oh my goodness, December of 2016 was really interesting, I'll say. The end of 2016 was just kind of a roller coaster for me for a lot of different reasons, which I explained in my last vlog before the new year started. And honestly, it was really just towards the end of it was more of an emotional roller coaster, but December itself overall was really awesome. I mean, I finished my first semester of the year there. I finished the fall semester and I finished training for the writing center basically, which was awesome. I passed all of my classes and did really well in all of them, and I did some really awesome things over Christmas break. And when I record this, I pretty much have less than a week left before I have to go back for the spring semester, so that's exciting. But enough about that, let me just get into what the favorites were for the month of December. So for books this month, I had a really hard time deciding actually, because there were two books that I read over, well, one I finished in December, and then the other one I read in the month of December that I really enjoyed. And it was really hard to pick between the two because they were both so good, and I really thought that there was a lot of good things about both of them, but in the end, I decided to go with The Big Bad Wolf by James Patterson as my favorite book for the month. The reason being is because this was the comeback novel for the Alex Cross series, because the last novel in this series, which I think was called Four Blind Mice, yeah, that was it. Four Blind Mice was such a letdown, but then The Big Bad Wolf comes along and it completely changed my outlook on the series. It really brought me back to loving Alex Cross like I did in the first 7 or 8 books of the series. I don't remember how many, to be completely honest, but this novel definitely was one of the best I have read in the series, and I'm so glad that this novel brought my love back for the series, and was unfortunately going to be the last novel I will read for the series for quite some time, for quite a long time actually. For music this month, I really didn't listen to anything super new. I basically just been playing the same songs on my phone and on Pandora endlessly. I haven't really had a chance to find anybody new at all. If you guys have any suggestions for bands that maybe I should look at or different artists, please let me know in the comments because I'm so willing to look up some of them. I will say I'm definitely much more of a metal and rock person, so if you know any rock and metal bands, let me know. But I will listen to some pop here and there. I do like to listen to the radio, like just, you know, mainstream music a lot, mostly because of my mom and my younger sister. So I'm open to that, but I prefer metal and rock. For movies this month, I saw a couple of different movies over the course of December that were newer to me, but I think my favorite had to have been the cartoon Sing. I went and saw that with my mom and my younger sister, and we absolutely loved it. It was so cute, and the songs that were in there just made us like really want to belt it out. We were literally, there were 2 other people in that theater besides us, and we were just singing along to all the songs and having a grand old time. It was so cute and had such a wonderful story to it. For a cartoon, I feel like the storyline was so good. And to be completely honest, a lot of cartoon movies that are coming out from like Pixar and Disney, they're really pushing for better stories in their movies than they have, I think, ever before. It's not just the same cookie cutter kind of princess story anymore. They're really focusing on diversifying their entire, you know, storylines and the characters they bring in and all kinds of things. Such a good movie in my opinion, and probably one of my favorite ones to date. For TV shows this month, the only TV show that I really got into that was newer to me is actually is not very old, but an older TV show. It's Futurama. My boyfriend Robert got me into Futurama a few days ago, and I really like it. It's definitely something I didn't think I would be interested in, because although I like shows like South Park and Family Guy and that stuff, I thought that maybe Futurama was a little bit too much for me, but that was like years ago. So the fact that he had me watch it again now, and the fact that I love it, is awesome, because now I actually want to sit down and watch like the whole series. But I gotta get through a bunch of other series first. I'm not even finished with Orange is the New Black. I've been stuck on it for like probably a month now, and I'm not even done with the second season and I need to finish the rest of it. I need to watch all of The Office and Parks and Rec and so many other TV shows that I have been wanting to get into that I haven't yet. So Futurama will probably be on the back burner, or I'll at least watch it, any kind of episode, anytime with Robert. I also still need to finish Rick and Morty because I haven't finished the third season yet, and I really, really need to. But that's pretty much like what my entire life is I get to see something new, and it has to be put on the back burner because I have to watch or read so many other things. So I'm a bit of a mess. And finally, for events this month, there were so many good things I feel like that happened in the month of December. The good things that came out of this month were the fact that, for one, I completed my fall semester and finished my training with the Writing Center. So now I will be kind of more so full-time working there next semester and for every semester afterward. So I'm very, very excited because that was probably one of the hardest classes I had this semester because the papers were very, very particular, and my boss essentially, and he was my professor too, he was very adamant about a lot of things that was very hard for me to grasp. But I feel like I've really grown as a person through that training, and I've grown as a person pretty much throughout that entire semester. I feel like I've definitely become much more studious, much more organized than I think I ever have been before, which is really saying something. And I just feel like that semester really made me grow as an individual. But then along with that, Christmas was here and gone and was the most amazing thing that ever happened. For one, I got this wonderful camcorder from my parents for Christmas, and I cannot thank them enough for it because they are so supportive of me when it comes to my channel because it is something that I love to do. And then the final thing that happened it was actually on New Year's Eve, so December 30th, I got to see Erica for the first time since August. And I cannot tell you how amazing that felt for me. I explained this also in my vlog too, that I posted on New Year's Day. Being able to see her again after so long was probably the most amazing thing I ever experienced because that girl is my best friend. She is the one person that knows me inside and out, is every bit as quirky and weird as I am, and I probably will not find another soul like her in several lifetimes. It's gonna be so hard for me to ever find someone that's gonna match up to her quirkiness and her ability to just read me and know exactly what is wrong. It was just incredibly heart-lifting to be able to see her again because I hadn't seen her in months. I missed her so much, and we got to catch up on so many things. And you know, it's like we can Skype anytime we want and everything, but Skype can only do so much, you know, but being able to actually sit in her presence and be able to like hug her and just hold on to her for a few minutes, it made me feel so happy because that's my best friend and I can't imagine my life without her. She's been so supportive of so many things I've done. That was awesome. I got to see her and her boyfriend and we got to spend some time, had a late lunch and went shopping and stuff like that. So it was really fun. But that's gonna do it for my December 2016 and pretty much year-end favorites video. I would have done like an overall year favorites, but I feel like there's just too much to talk about when it comes to the favorite events of the year because there were so many things. I mean, there was my trip to Virginia over the summer. There was the fact I started my training. There was the fact I was in Mother Hicks, which was my first main stage production. Me starting my channel in February. There was just so many things I could talk about that I didn't really want to ramble on that long. But yeah, and speaking of my channel, so February 18th is going to be my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and I'm so excited because I have a pretty awesome vlog dedicated to that where I'm going to just literally go back through some of my older videos and do some cringe-worthy stuff, and then also, you know, just kind of reflect on what this channel has given me throughout the course of this last year. So make sure that you guys are here for that. If you're not subscribed already, please do so that you can see that because it would mean the world to me. We've gained so many subscribers over the last couple of weeks. It's been absolutely crazy, and thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel because this makes me realize that I actually am doing something pretty much right. People are actually enjoying my content, and it makes me happy to know that somebody out there is enjoying my quirkiness and my goofiness and the fact that I'm a bit of a nerd and a geek and whatever you want to call me, I guess, but it just makes me happy to know that there are quite a few people out there that are interested in what I have to say and the things that I do. So thank you all so much. I cannot believe 2017 is here, and Although 2016 was probably one of the hardest years I've gone through, I cannot wait to see how 2017 will be, because I feel like things are going to be much easier for me. Things are going to be much more rewarding for me. I just can't wait to see how this year will pan out. And the fact that I'm turning 20 this year is absolutely bonkers. I'm going to be on this earth for 20 years on July 8th. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.